All right, let's get ready for the YouTube commentary. What do we got here? Shen, probably gonna keep it simple. Actually, yeah, I know it to make this commentary about. I'll do this. Before we get started with the commentary, I've got to do a little self-promoting for my Facebook stream. For all the YouTube viewers out there, this will be lightning fast commentary. I'm gonna post this Tryndamere game. It's going to be a post to the channel win or lose. So who knows? I might just int on my YouTube channel. Who knows? But yeah, I have to promote the Facebook stream. Facebook.gg/NEACE or FB.gg/NEACE. Anybody that subs to my stream, this is a little different than what I did with Twitch. Twitch, it was $20 for a coaching, and you didn't have to be a sub, but you basically donated $20 and then submitted your coaching, and then you got a replay review where I would review the replay. What we've been doing on this stream since I've gotten on Facebook, in order to grow my audience, I am making my coaching super duper cheap, and all you have to do for me to look at your replays is you just have to be a sub to the Facebook stream. So again, fb.gg/NEACE. You literally, I don't want to like show too many people's, but like look at this. Basically, every month you can submit a coaching that I can go over, and a lot of these coachings are going to start showing up on YouTube videos. So if you want to be coached and have your coaching go on a YouTube video, please consider subbing because it allows me to do this for a living. Now, Shen versus Tryndamere. Here are my runes. And a cool little gimmick of today's replay is going to be ADC buffs helped Tryndamere quite a bit with the Blade of the Rune King build, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be trying to rush Blade of the Rune King. That's going to be my strat today. The reason why Blade of the Rune King got a big old buff, or the Tryndamere build got a big old buff, is because you get more move speed from Static Shiv, and Blade of the Rune King, Static Shiv are what you normally go. If I'm being honest, I don't like our chances. Enemy comp scales really well, and our comp entirely depends on whether or not Lee Sin is a Muppet. If Lee Sin's a Muppet, then we're gonna be hurting. That's gonna be kind of the crux of this whole thing. Generally, Lee Sin is like Yasuo in that if there's a if your Lee Sin's not very competent, then the game kind of falls flat on its face right from the get-go, at least in my experience. And also the enemy team all scales incredibly well. Echo, Hecarim, Silas, all three champions have incredible scaling, and are going to be very difficult to fight in a team fight. But we're gonna see. This page is actually amazing for Blade of the Rune King, and with the new move speed buff, because Zeal got a move speed buff, you're basically just getting more move speed across the board. Move speed is amazing. People underrate move speed. When Karthus got like 5 less move speed, everybody memed that Karthus jungle was dead, but in reality, or I'm sorry, when Karthus got a 5 less move speed nerf, rather, people all memed that Karthus jungle was not going to be hurt at all. And if you look, the win rate's actually substantially lower with Karthus jungle because move speed is super duper valuable in League. Shen, this is a Shen main, and it is Shen top. So wait, what is that support? Silas? I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm lost. First game of the week, so I might be rusty. With Shen matchup, all you gotta do is make sure to not tank too many Q autos like that. Once his Q wears off, it's a very low cooldown, so you gotta be careful. Don't let him Q and then auto you, though. That's like the worst thing you can do. If you do that, that's how you lose. He went Ignite, which I think is interesting. I'm gonna spam Q, get my health up. Be very careful of eating a taunt from Shen. He has Ignite, so he wants to kill me. And the only time that he can kill me as Shen is early. That's going to be his most likely lethal point in the game. Shen backs off. Don't know why. I'm going to put a ward down. I don't know what he's doing. He's missing XP right now. So he is legitimately throwing lane at this time. Don't know what's going on. He could have DC'd, but he doesn't have TP, so it's not like he's doing a weird teleport or anything. Oh, he's back. Okay, there's something very weird there. What did he do? He went and bought a pink ward. What? This is like platinum. I'm really bad. And I'm really rusty this morning. I could have flashed out of that and everything. That whole open confused me, I'm gonna be honest with you. So the reason I made a mistake is because it's the first game of the week and I'm just super sloppy right now. I would have flashed away. I got confused with how that fight was going because the Shen taunted into me. I knew they couldn't kill me, but then I saw how low Hecarim was getting, but I didn't recognize the Shen W was up, so I wasn't getting any autos through. Thankfully, this Shen was so weird in the beginning that he screwed the whole early game up. I don't know why. I don't know. I would have to see the replay as to why he backed down. There was no reason for him to back down, but at least it made it worth. Also, my team's doing really well this game. We have Vamp Scepter now already, and we have a team doing well. I still have Flash, so this should be fine. I'm just gonna wait and play it slow because I played that fight really bad. Yeah, we just wait. The wave's just too big. If you get taunted in the wave, it can push you out. You just can't get taunted in the wave. It's the most important thing. A lot of top laners make the mistake when there's a big wave pushing, versus like tanks or whatever. They'll try to like get close to the tanks and the tanks just CC them in the minions, and then you're basically, you could literally get dove if you're not careful after that point. If we lose this game, it's because I played that skirmish so bad. At least that's how my brain works when I play ranked. Like if I play a fight really bad, like in my opinion, that's a severe, that's like complete, if the game's a loss, it's completely your fault at that point, because whatever happens after that skirmish, like Hecarim got a kill because I played that fight so bad, or Shen maybe got the kill. Shen got the kill because I played that fight so bad, and there's really no excuse for how badly I played that. That should be a very easy win. I don't know what you're doing. I thought about flashing after him, but it seemed pretty unlikely. I'm gonna have to sneak out of this now. We got Shen's flash. I didn't really crit him as much as I would have liked, but I wanted to try to test him while he's level 5 and I was level 6. So Hecarim's bottom. We have to make sure that we go real ham on the push here because Shen can have ult. I have to flash out of that. Hopefully he doesn't ult down the bottom. Now that I have his ignite and his flash, it shouldn't be too difficult to kill him. And once I get Blade of the Rune King, it'll be very easy to kill Shen for the rest of the game. Because we'll get a big chunk of damage. I think he's gonna back down and maybe ult to bottom. Yeah. Not that it's a big deal. He doesn't have flash, so like if it's not... Where did he go? He ulted down the bottom, right? Or was that... I don't understand what happened. Am I tripping? Did he not ult down the bottom? Jesus. This is why you should do warm-ups before streaming. No, he didn't. I don't think. I'm gonna reset right here. Oh, we can clear that pink board too. Let's go and build towards our Blade of the Rune King. This strategy, the Blade of the Rune King rush on Tryndamere top, is probably one of the most underrated strats right now because of the popularity of the CDR build. In that, everyone thinks the CDR build is OP, which it is. But Blade of the Rune King is actually really, really, really good on Tryndamere also. And if the CDR build is ever like not popular, this will be completely fine as an alternative. Okay. So we jam this. It's very important versus Shen that when you can push, you need to push. Because anytime that he leaves, like right now, you see this? He's going to mid right now. That's a problem for him because like yeah he gets a kill or whatever, he sets up a kill, but now he's gonna miss a lot because of that. And I'm gonna actually probably try to dive him here. We'll see. Yeah, he's dead there. Now that is just, he's trying to do too much. And I have to back down because I don't know where Hecarim is. But that rotation back, like he's, oh, I see Hecarim, so I can go back and push. You see Hecarim in our jungle? Ooh, almost, almost. That's pretty fancy pants. Hecarim's like hyper fed. This is what I was talking about. Like, no matter what, like their comp just scales so well. And our comp, like our team is just like platinum, like low diamond hard stucks playing skill champs. And they're platinum and low diamond, so they don't have the mechanics for it. Whereas champions like Hecarim historically always do pretty well in solo queue environment. Because they're useful even when they're behind. And basically skill champs are about just like not throwing, right? Skill champs are about using the fact that you've got all this mobility and all this outplay potential to get a lead and keep it forever and ever and ever. Whereas something like Hecarim's just like, you fuck up once, you're gonna get clicked on and run over all game. Oh, well, I talk trash, but that's a very significant shutdown for the Zoe. At this point, Shen is, wow. I was gonna say, at this point, Shen is like on the ropes here. Basically, any time that I can... Well, it's kind of tough to dive Shen. But if he wastes his taunt in a dumb way, he just gets insta-dove. Alright, well, if he's not gonna actually pressure me with his taunt, then I'm gonna just start proxying. I can 2v1 a lot here. Wow, I canceled an auto. I deserve to lose. Damn, Soraka could have healed me. It would have made that a lot less stressful. I canceled an auto there. I'm playing this one really bad. That's a shame. I'm gonna get... Yeah, if I killed Hecarim that auto, then I get Triumph, and then maybe Soraka ults. Maybe she was just waiting if I got the kill. I'd like to assume the better of my teammates. We're definitely gonna be going Static Shiv next item. Thankfully with this new home guards bullshit, we don't miss like anything, even for dying there. I don't even miss the XP for that. Yeah, I even miss the XP for the cannon. I'll probably go right back behind tower though. Because, yeah, see, Hecarim has to be bottom now. He can't not go bottom. Got his flash, very nice. This is huge. He can't even walk up to tower now. This is big. So, I basically read that Hecarim was bottom and just hard pressured Shen. Because we dove him earlier behind tower, and that really sent him back to the Stone Age. So we're going to win this tower right now, and then I'm going to get Zeal, which is going to put me pretty far ahead. And Shen has no flash. I think this also means since Shen has no flash, I'm allowed to push this. Echo's mid, and I can see that. My focus right now is just pushing mid in, I think. Lee's going to get that. He's going to get the Rift. I'm not going to try to dive Shen or anything right now. I just need to reset and get my Zeal on the map. It's a lot of move speed. Might actually be able to run towards bottom here. This is interesting because my Kai'Sa perfect. So we get rid of him. Nice. So I got a big shutdown on Hecarim. So I walked down to bottom there because I feel like a lot of the times once you win tower as Tryndamere and you push in, a not bad idea is to just go down to bottom and pressure with your gold lead. Kind of sucks that my team's doing so badly in this spot. But as long as I don't get tower, that's decent. It's a decent scenario. I'm gonna run over to blue though. I think Heckram's blue's up because he was taking ours. No, guess not. We'll take all of his camps though. Top's pushing to us, so we have time. Jin's overstaying, but I don't know if he dies. I don't see a dive here. The thing about the Blade of the Rune King build, the only downside to it is first off, you power spike a lot sooner. But the downside is, nice trade. The downside is that your ult is on such a long cooldown. So we're gonna push in top really hard here. Basically, anytime that you're ahead and the jungle shows bottom, you have to leverage that lead ASAP. I literally, in my head, thought my ult was up. I've died 3 times on my own, like my own fault. I've died. All I had to do was back off for 10 seconds and then dive him. Literally. So bad. I played this game so bad. Stupid. Stupid gameplay, NEACE. What should I go next? I like how the Shen is like throwing up little emojis. Like he's not down 50 farm and has just lost his tower after ganks. So I love that ego. The ego emojis. I also like that he pushed all the way in. This is really good. Trying to find him before he backs. See if I can. Yeah, I don't know. That was so throwy by him. But a lot of this is just mid-late game stupidity. Oh, Blade of the Rune King build's so good. Wow, Silas is here. Yeah, that's a free tower. Yeah, the mid to late game stupidity is real. Silas can actually fight me right now. Yeah, I'm scared. Okay, no, he doesn't see me. We'll take all that away. I don't know where Silas is going. I'm very confused. Okay, we gotta go top though, because Shen ults. We're pretty massive. We're 3 levels ahead of Shen after that play. That play just brought us back bigly. I want IE like ASAP. I know that. Shen's backing. He must be pretty low, right? Shen didn't back. That means we get free tier 2. Free tier 2. My team only had to walk away there to live. Or to make that situation worth for us. Wow. Okay, Silas is here too. Interesting. 3 here. Can I turn on all of them? Nah, probably not worth the risk. I have IE too, and that means I can get all the bot side. I'm gonna get this scuttle before backing though, because I still have ult and they're all low. I might be able to even flank Jin here. Opportunity play. Opportunity play. Opportunity play. Always be looking around the map for those plays. I'm gonna go and get IE now. It's gonna be QSS next item. So now I'm going to bottom. And I'm going to take all the towers on bot side. And then we should be good to go. It's kind of incredible that despite all this pressure down on the side lanes, my team, who started off pretty strong, is still unable to do anything in the mid game. How is this guy getting a triple kill? He's like out carrying me somehow with 2 bottom. That's a new one. I've never seen that before. I can't kill Jin. Well, I say somehow. I know exactly how. I called it out in the beginning of this replay. It's so tough when your teammates, like, if you're like a platinum or diamond player watching this video, like plat, low diamond, stop playing Lee Sin and shit like Zoe. Like, you just can't do it. You just don't have the positional capability of doing that yet. And that's, you know, that's a lot of like climbing out of these ELOs, is just kind of accepting like you're not good. You need to know how to control a game with simpler champs first, because all the mobility in the world doesn't change the fact that you're bad at the game. Okay, I have to wait before I can really make a play. I have to pressure that. I'm so dumb and so bad. I keep forgetting that my ult is not up. And why is Lee Sin not even looking for a play? Oh my god, I can't stand it. This game is all my fault. My ult is 4 seconds from up. I just have to wait for the 4 seconds, and then I'm good. God. I feel so pressured to make a play. That's the problem, because these guys are really bad. So I have to make a dive, but this is like the downside of this build, is that you don't have your ult. Just, it's so slow that sometimes you just get baited into a bad spot. I just had to wait like the 4 seconds and I could do everything there. And the sad thing is they don't even know that I don't have my ult. They have no fucking idea. They're just battling. And I'm just looking like a moron. They don't even know that they can be dove. Lee, go steal that fucking thing. It's the least you can do. Of course you don't. God, this is so carryable. Literally the most carryable game ever. And I'm throwing it. So frustrating. Jesus. It's like it's such a carryable game, even with them being so bad. Like this is textbook. Tryndamere can carry this type of game. I have to go over to Dragon and just like make a last ditch fight or the game's over. I played this terribly and I've got the team where if you play it terribly, you just lose. I'm going for this. I love the Soraka just refusing to ult ever in this game. But yeah, I have to make a last ditch fight. Because if I don't kill like multiple people, we just kind of auto lose. Good kick away. If they don't end with Baron, the game still floats. And right now it looks like they're trying to throw. Yeah, we're pretty outscaled. Nice. I have to clear mid. That's the only play to make when you don't have your ult. I also have no Fury yet. I can't do anything about it. It's pretty crap. Fine, I'll put it on YouTube that even NEACE can have a bad game. Oh, it's so carryable. It's so carryable. Like, I can be mad. I am mad. I'm mad that I lost. I'm mad that I'm lost. I'm mad that my team offers nothing. But, like, I think it's an important lesson, at least for a YouTube commentary, that like you can be mad that your team sucks. The classic platinum Lee Sin, the classic platinum Zoe or whatever, like hard stuck, will never improve, will never get better. Basically, in order for me to win this game with a team like this, I have to play really well, because like I called it in the beginning, there's no way they're going to be useful. Because if they were good at those champions, legitimately good at those champions, they would not be in platinum and diamond. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just the nature of the kits. They're never stand out with those champions, which is another good thing about this commentary, is that it shows champions that scale well are always preferred to skill champions that don't scale as well. Zoe does not scale well at all. Lee Sin does not scale well at all. All that those champions do is cheese, gimmick cheese, and then you take whatever lead that you accumulated, and you turn that into, you control it and turn it into a late game. Champions like Hecarim, like Echo, like Silas, even, well, Shen is more of a tank. I don't really consider Shen much of a scaler per se, but it's decent, right? You could argue that like scaling tank is good to have, and there's value in it. But like their comp outscales so hard that we have to play perfectly. And since I just misplayed literally like 5 times, this is my first game of the day, first game of the week, first game of the stream. Since I played this so bad, this is completely winnable if we play correctly. And a lot of it is literally just back off of a fight for like 10 more seconds. But since my brain isn't like in sync right now, I don't know. Oh, but yeah, before I shut this down, remember, if you're watching this stream, remember that the most important thing that you can do in ranked is to stay away from skill champs. Until you've actually climbed with a champion until you've actually gotten to a high level with something that doesn't take as a high level of mechanics, you're never going to understand how to win a game at a high level. You're never going to understand how painful like certain mistakes are. The problem with stuff like Lee Sin and Zoe is that 9 times out of 10, these are the results that they get. Lee Sin and Zoe, I mean, this is a poke champ that died 10 times. This is Lee Sin, a champion that has an incredible early game. This Hecarim is 29 KP. And I guarantee you, if I look this guy up, it's not going to be that Hecarim's like smurfing. I'd be willing to bet. Because I've seen this so many times. I've seen this exact composition. Let's see, for the purposes of discussion. Nope, that's not really a smurf. It's just a random platinum player versus another random platinum player. And this is like the quintessential like platinum lineup. Playing skill champs like Ezreal, Kai'Sa, Lee Sin, negative win rate across the board. Now, if you were, say you're not like me or whatever, right? Say you haven't been playing for a while. I really don't care. I think I could carry this regardless. But like I said, going into the game, based on compositions that your team's going to be bad past like 15 minutes. So you could definitely just dodge it, right? Like you could definitely just dodge the game if you needed to. If you don't want to be comfortable with, or if you're not comfortable with that type of matchup. But whatever, I'll post it to YouTube anyways, just to show that losses happen, and I can play bad. I think it's good learning. Before I shut this down, here's my last advertisement for YouTube. Go to fb.gg/NEACE editor, post that text on screen. Sub up. I'm going to be doing basically lightning fast coachings where I'm going to go through 5 to like 8 minutes and just review people's games real quick, tell them what they can work on. But we need more subs. I'm almost at 300 subscribers on Facebook, paying subscribers, which is pretty nutty. And I think with you guys' help on YouTube, we could get there. We could crush that number, and I can give you guys something back, which a lot of streamers don't do. All right, end of advert. Thank you for watching. Sorry I didn't play well. I'll see you on the next one. All right, before I get offline, let's pause the music. My editor says, and I quote, Riot released ranked changes article. If you react to that, I can stick that at the end of the trend game. See, this is how you know I'm an honest YouTuber, because I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. Let's go through it together, and I will react. This is me reacting. I'm reacting right now. Reacting, and I'm gonna get offline. Welcome back again. I'm Cody, Code Bear, Jermaine, product lead, competitive gameplay. In February, we said some bullshit about ranks and goals. As a refresher, this year we want to solve problems that have been a thorn in everyone's side. Here's the goals. Improve queue matchmaking quality without compromising. I'm tired of hearing little beeps in my ear. GG, thanks subs, love you guys. Improve queue matchmaking quality without compromising queue time and availability. Improve transparency around ranked and matchmaking systems. Improve progression, satisfaction, and skill expression in our systems. Make rewards more recognizable and relevant for time spent in League. Players can play with and find others they want to play with. Last post, we briefly touched on game ruining behavior, but didn't explicitly included in our goals. As such, we've added a new goal. Provide players who are subject to bad behaviors more visibility into actions taken. Initial results. We're about a third of the way through the year. Our focus so far has been the first goal, improve queue matchmaking quality without compromising queue time availability. Here's what we've shipped. Autofill parity, autofill swap, pre-made parity, and new matchmaking algorithm. So 10.6 parity and 10.7. We completely eliminated that bug. Oh, found the bug with the autofill. Yeah, I got that. Similar autofill parity. Pre-made parity strives to make matches with an equal number of pre-mades on each side. We've activated this feature 10.7. New matchmaking algorithm. Over the last few months, we've been simulating testing a new matchmaking algorithm more accurately, quickly identify new and veteran player skills. We're happy to say that we finally made the right change to outperform our old system and made a full upgrade to normal queues in 10.10. The system is showing an improvement in most regions and has allowed us to be confident in moving forward. So I'm skimming this because it's stuff that you should have already known if you've been following League of Legends at all. And it basically boils down to this. The matchmaking system now is trying to match duos with duos, autofills with autofills, yada, yada, yada. Like they're trying. To whether or not that's going to be a success, who knows? But they have been doing this. I have seen it in my games a little bit, so I know it exists. Ranked account seeding, formerly known as new account seeding, ranked account seeding is built to more accurately place you in your first games of ranked. In the past, we were using a fixed placement to start you somewhere towards the bottom half of the curve. While starting everyone in the same spot was fair, this meant players actually at the skill level of starting MMR were frequently matched with new players whose skill was much higher or lower. Since MMR is close to a bell curve, this meant matchmaking quality suffered right at the highest populated skill level. By seeding players based on gameplay information from other queues, we're confident that players will be more accurately placed at the start of their climb. This will make it so others aren't experiencing matches that have seemed imbalanced from the start. Well, I mean, basically, I feel like there's ranked, where there's ranked players actually playing ranked, and then there's like this weird shallow end of the ranked pool where all the newbies have kind of been hiding. Like people that are so bad or just so casual, but they like want a ranked experience. Riot has basically drawn a line in the sand somewhere between like silver and gold, and I'm only speaking from the fact, you guys know me, I use Smurf accounts all the time, I buy Smurf accounts all the time, I sell accounts all the time, I don't fucking care. I'm just being real with you guys. Somewhere between like silver and gold, there is a hard line where Riot has like tried really hard to keep one side of the pool away from the other side of the pool, and as a result it costs like hundreds of dollars to get an account that's properly placed in like iron, bronze, or even low silver, because some people just suck really bad, and there's basically no way for you to access those players short of just like griefing your games. So if Riot's goal was to do that, they've pretty much succeeded, because I know for a fact I'm not going to pay no $200, $300, $400 just to make a game in iron happen for a YouTube channel. This is not going to happen. At least not anytime soon. Hey, thanks for subbing, Michael. We've made a lot of improvements. Okay, so sorry, what's next for matchmaking? We've made a lot of improvements to matchmaking over the first third of the year, and the team is rolling on to work towards our other goals. We'll be monitoring matchmaking, and we'll make additional tweaks as necessary, but investigation on remaining topics like autofill position parity and red-blue side matchmaking calibration will be more of a pre-season timeline. So nothing's going to change. Coming soon, our next major area of focus is on providing better feedback to the actions taken. Player feedback 1010, we started leveling up our player feedback systems, notifications, and action punishment. You are now notified when disruptive behavior you reported is punished, even if the player was punished for a different report category or in a later game. that doesn't, I mean, that's nice, a little pop-up, but that doesn't really fix any problems. This is just a placebo here. Where are we now and what's next? We think one of the best ways to identify and implement the right solutions, iterate quickly and adapt. Throughout 2020, 2021, we'll be experimenting with some new features on live servers to more rapidly adapt to behavioral trends as they come up. Compared to full-fledged features, you should expect to see these experiments to be less developed, but evolve rapidly if we see clear successes. The goal is to get quick feedback from players as we're rounding these features out so we don't waste time and resources on things that won't actually solve the problems. Here's the first thing we're exploring. Champ select reporting and muting. Disruptive behavior in champ select is a problem that players have very few ways to deal with. Starting late June and early July, we're going to give you the ability to report a player in champ select. At first, these reports will be used to establish data foundation for champ select behavior. Once we've got a solid understanding of the situation, we'll look to build out a punishment system. Of everything we're talking about today, this is one we're going to be cautious with. Okay. I mean, we could... I'm torn. There's a metagame right now. How much this changes the metagame? I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm with 5 people right now, or I'm sorry, if I'm with 4 people and 4 of them have negative win rates and 1 of them is auto-filled and they're whining in champ select or whatever, or they're just not being cooperative, there's a chance that I just throw Nunu up there with Ghost Cleanse and I don't say a word. I don't know. On one end, I'm happy with like champ select reporting and muting. But on the other end, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't give a fuck about someone getting punished before a game happens. This is just a personal opinion. I don't give a fuck about someone getting punished before the game happens. I give a fuck about being stuck in a game with someone that's trolling, which is why I like being able to dodge. But dodging is also, it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because I use dodging not for that, but also for competitive advantage. So, I mean, I guess it's cool, but I guess at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it's a nerf to my toxic bluffing that I do where I say, hee, I'm going Nautilus 80 carry or whatever with exhaust and heal. Or whatever the fuck I want to do to try to get people to dodge. I don't know. Maybe I'm toxic. Maybe I'm a dick. I mean, it's a good thing overall for the community. But I'd be very curious to see what actually comes of this. Like, if this is going to be a change that's going to make, any significant difference in ranked play. Because really, you could just silently troll too. You could just wait till the game starts and then just be like, haha, got you. I feel like the community is that toxic to where it's going to be a thing. What's next? Given the breadth of the space, we'll be looking at the next steps around game ruining behavior throughout the year. Additional communication around this can be found in Medler's most recent blog posts. We've also got one improvement teed up with our goal of ensuring players can play with fine, blah, blah, blah. Opening flex restrictions. Over the past few months, we've seen 5-stack premates in flex queue go from less than 20% of flex games to greater than 35%, likely due to the launch of Clash and more time at home. This makes full premates the most popular party size. There's no better time for us to loosen up the gates. Excellent. That's amazing. Cool. Thank you. It was kind of annoying not being able to play with some of the subs on the stream because I couldn't get them in the game. We're switching Flex's matchmaking to be more similar to Clash. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. I don't know why we don't, well, wait a minute. Sorry. I'm sorry. My brain just went totally different direction. We still have duo in the game, which is ruining ranked, and this is being ignored. So I think I have a summary of this, but I'll get to that later. Preseason ideas and exploration, promo series. It's looking likely that we'll be removing interdivision promotions to reduce frustration of seemingly hitting a wall when you know you've been playing well. This means, oh, that's awesome. Promos are so stupid. I mean, seriously, we shouldn't even have those little icons. If you guys want my opinion, we shouldn't even have the icons. We shouldn't have bronze, silver, whatever. I mean, you can have them, but have them tied into a number. So like on streams, for example, like how many times have I posted a video on YouTube and been like, well guys, I'm silver, but I'm facing plat ones. Like that's the stupidest thing ever. Like if you're in the MMR range, just give them the thing, I think it's so silly. I mean, but that's just my personal opinion on it. So getting rid of the promotions is nice because they're just another weird gimmick finagling and fucking with the rank system. Ranked informed matchmaking transparency. Playing matches where displayed ranks are very far apart is frustrating regardless of how close everyone's MMR is. We're looking to modify matchmaking to include rank spread limits and skill level transparency updates. The goal here is to give you confidence that you're playing with other people who are in the same stage of their climb as you. Overall, we'd like to avoid those occasional situations where you see large gaps between player ranks in your games. Rewards and legacy recognition. We'll be making thematic changes to the victorious line and highlighting your current and past ranked accomplishments so that you can let other players know your past achievements without diluting your current ones. I don't know what that means. That sounds like another champion mastery thing where it doesn't really matter that much. Organized group play. Given the successful launch of Clash and the increase of pre-mades across, it's time to come up with a more cohesive vision for where the team-based League of Legends takes us in the future. We're going to be looking at long-term solutions for how Clash and Flex play together to create a healthy team ecosystem. Ironing out how you find others in League you'd like to play with. Recognizing teams that stick together and giving them something to strive for long term. It's been a busy year so far, and the team is super excited to keep the ball rolling to deliver more improvements to your competitive experience. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Some of the changes are cool. Some of the changes seem not really cool. Like it seems more like they're just kind of paying. It's standard Riot lip service, right? Even with the they're like, well, we're gonna be able to report people in the pre-game lobby. And they're like, we're really scared to change anything here. It's like they don't really want to fix anything. That's kind of how I feel, man. I don't know. It feels like they're really hesitant to do any significant changes, and ranked is the place where. Let me try not to sound so doom and gloom and be more rational with my opinion, so you guys don't think that I'm just being an asshole. I think we can all agree, anybody on my social media platforms that are watching this right now, I think we can all agree that ranked is probably in its lowest state of quality that it's ever been. No one really cares, right? Like, we all agree. People are more toxic than ever. People leave more than ever. Ranks don't matter as much to people as ever. The whole system of ranked is really fucking janky right now, and I think everybody can agree with that. So, in life, things are balanced, right? Like, cause and effect, that type of thing. When Riot says things like, oh, we're going to change, you know, pre-game lobbies or whatever, and then they put right in the notes, like right after, they're like, well, we're very cautious with this. Why? What the fuck is there to be cautious about? What's there to be cautious about? There's not, of everything that League does, ranked is the worst thing that they do. What is there to be cautious about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, I mean, just start changing some shit. Get rid of fucking duo. Just scrap duo for a minute. See what happens. It can't be any worse than the current iteration of rank. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why when people say, NEACE, oh, you're being so pessimistic, it's so, you know, you're being so hyperbolic or whatever. It's, dude, see it from my view. I would argue ranked is in its lowest state. And based on this notice, there's not much that's actually changing. If you guys are excited about it, that's cool. But I'm not impressed, and I'm not expecting much based on this. I think this is a lot of lip service without any sort of real understanding about the gravity of how poopy ranked is right now. But that's it for me. I'm getting offline for today. I have a haircut I gotta get to. You've all been great. Thanks for hanging out. This rundown will probably show up on YouTube. If it does, like, comment, share, subscribe, because that does really help. You're all amazing. Consider subbing one more time before I go. And yeah, I'm getting offline. All right.